So we're down we go.
Good morning, it's day 3 on our trip today. After last night where we finished filming, we pulled the net and after an hour or so in the water, we didn't get anything, which was a bit of a surprise. We thought we were on for something in the net, but anyway, so we packed that away and I think that'll be the end of netting for the trip. We had a few goes at it and we got a couple in our first set, so that was nice, but other than that, we aren't going to worry too much about it. Now what we're going to do, we've just packed up our camp and had some breakfast on the boat, and we're going to head upstream and see if we can find another camp for tonight. So now we'll chuck our stormies on and we'll head up the river. Ready to go. Got the 2 Gordon River cruise boats passing each other on their daily run. It's quite a nice looking one there. Found a cool little landing here. It's part of the plan for the day is just to cruise up the river and see what we find. Such an awesome day. Perfect little spot to tie the boat up to. Well, let's go up for a look. How's that for a view? Perfect day. Well, we're going to head back off again and keep going up to the next one, see what else is along this trail. It's almost flat enough that you can see the mirror reflection of the landscape on the water. No doubt when we get up a bit further, yeah, it'll be really clear. We're well upstream now, been going a couple of hours. We just found this little beach here and there's a sign over there that said beware of float planes landing on this stretch. I remember 16 years ago when I was here, I remember seeing a plane land when we were pulled up pretty much in this same spot. And I was just about to tell Tilly that story and then I saw the signs. Just across from that, we found this little beach, which we pulled up on. and we spotted a hut up in the bush, so we'll go and check that out. There's a couple of little stairways up here. It's a nice little hut. She's inside. Where'd you get in?
Ta-da!
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. Little cabin up here. That's very cool. Found a toilet. Doesn't smell real good though. We just passed 3 kayakers who had just kayaked the whole of the Franklin River. So they said they were on their 8th day, and they've got 2 days left to get back to the start of the Gordon, where they were going to be picked up by one of the tour boats. So that was pretty cool. They were pretty happy to see some other people. Yeah, that would have been a pretty awesome adventure for them though. Very nice little spot. We've been finding the more and more we come upstream, the more there is to stop and have a look at. So keep going and see what's around the corner. Just down, or just upstream from where we just got off, there's a nice little floating pontoon we've pulled up at. Floating pontoon off an old jetty. So we'll see what all this is about. Can hear a bit of a waterfall up here, so hopefully something cool up here to see. So up here we got Sir John's Falls, so we'll go have a quick look at that and then we'll get back out on the boat. Wow. Could hear it pretty loud from the river, but not very far in. This is what you find. That's pretty awesome. Sir John's Falls. Woo! That's pretty cool. There's a lot of water coming down there. We've started reaching the rapids up here. It's the water's only 10 degrees up here. It was up to 19 out in the harbour where we've been the last few days. So just up ahead here is where the river splits off, which is just around 2 more corners. So we'll just try and get to that, have a bit of a look. I actually got a little worried back there. I realised that, you know, we've covered a fair few kilometres by now, and I had a look at the trip meter. We'll get it up again now. We've done 180 kilometres so far, which surprised me. We've done quite a few kilometres in the last 3 days. This boat's got about 280 kilometres worth of range in it. So, yeah, sitting at 180 now and the fuel gauge starts going down a bit, you get a little bit worried, but I worked it out and we should have more than enough to get back, hopefully anyway. So we'll see how we go tomorrow on our way back. All we're going to be doing tomorrow is getting up pretty early and heading straight home because we've got a long day ahead of us of getting home. Well, this is it. We've made it up to the Gordon River Junction. The river goes that way, little island in the middle, and then it splits off and the other one goes that way. So we might pull up just here and have a bit of lunch, and then we'll make our way back down. We might even throw a line in on the way back and see if there's any trout about up here. So peaceful right here. Absolutely magnificent. So we'll hit the spot lock there and have some lunch. Got a little bit of stripy trumpeter that we caught recently on a trip for lunch here. Just cryovacked it and then froze it and had it on ice for the trip. So we're just using up the last little bits of food that we brought with us. So all I'm doing is just a bit of flour or a bit of seasoned mix and straight into the pan with some butter. So we've got a couple of wraps left as well. We'll just use those, and the last bit of lettuce is all we've got left of our salad, but yeah, it'll make for a pretty nice lunch still. We've just got the little cooker on the bait board there, and yeah, that's about all we need really to keep us going out here on the boat. They're starting to look super good already. Been loving the wide gunnels on the new boat. It's like our bench top. Cook all our food and prepare all our food on the sides. And then use the bait board as the main cooking station. Always works pretty well. That looks perfect. It's gonna be good. Make our little wraps. That stripey is one of my favourite eating fish. We like to cryovac a few packets and put it in the freezer after we catch it, and then get it out when we go on trips like this. So yeah, it's really good stuff. Freezes pretty well. Yeah, it's one of my favourites, so keen to get into her. Well, it's really hot where we've just had lunch, and we was hoping today that we might get a little swim in. Out in the harbour, it was, as I was saying before, it was 18 degrees, the water. But up here where we've just had lunch, it's only 11. So I'm sort of not real keen to do this, but I think I'm going to have to jump in and have a little wash off. I just jumped in and it is freezing, but that feels so good after camping for a couple of days. It's 11 degrees, but whoa, I can feel my body stinging. Anyway, I'm going to get out now.
Time for me to get in.
That are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, though you'd think days yuppies. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming.
Well, after a little dip in the water that was extremely cold, we packed the boat up and now we're just going to head back downstream toward where we're going to stay tonight. It's a lot harder to see going downstream where all the rocks may be, but we're just taking it nice and slow at the moment. We just stopped to have a little fish at some rapids, and I just got a little Gordon River trout. That's such a cool looking fish. Just in behind some rapids here. And let him go, off he goes. We've decided that we're going to camp in a little hut here tonight. So we've just got that all set up and we're about to head back to another boat that we found and have some dinner with them, and then go camp for the night. So I reckon we'll turn the cameras off and we'll see you back in the morning for day 4. Good morning on day 4, our last day on our trip. We left off last night, had tea, and then came up to this hut where we spent the night. Really nice hut in there, really tidy. It's just been redone and they've done a really fantastic job of it. So we thought we might as well make the most of it, and we slept in there last night, and then we're just going to utilise this little outdoor area this morning to cook up some eggs and bacon, have a coffee.
Good morning.
And then we'll clean up the shack, give it a good sweep out and good clean, leave it better than we found it. although it was pretty good when we got here. So once we do that, basically we're just going to head back today. Got a fair bit of driving ahead of us, probably about 50, 60 Ks by boat, and then yeah, another 4 hours in the car to get home. So big day of travelling. Once we pack up, we'll be off. So we'll see you on the journey home.
If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days you'll be. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you'd think days you'll be. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy.
Absolutely beautiful conditions on the harbour this morning. It's just glassy flat. See the mountains around us everywhere. Bit of an overcast day, but it's just milky calm. Tilly's reading a book. Got the GPS set straight back to home, back to the town of Strawn, and I've even had the little GoPro up there going on a time lapse, so hopefully that turns out alright, and that'll look pretty cool to watch back later. Anyway, we're about halfway back, only just going to make it back with enough fuel by the looks of it, so that's good. Next time I'll definitely be bringing the spares, but I'll get up the trip. We've currently covered 225 kilometres over the last 4 days in this boat, so yeah, it's not bad. Still haven't added any extra fuel in, so yeah, pretty happy with the economy, but we'll see what the trip meter gets up to by the time we're back at the ramp, so we'll probably see you then. Here we are, made it back to the ramp where we left off. So all up, we ended up covering 255 kilometres on the trip.
0.5.
255.5. And I used 110 litres, so I only had an extra 10 litres left on board, which was lucky. I sort of realised yesterday that I was running low, so I rationed it out to make sure I had enough to get back today. Goes to show that you always need to take more than you think you'll need. That's a fair bit of distance, but yeah, it was good. We had a real good look around, so hopefully we can do it again someday. Now we're going to put the boat back on the trailer and make the drive back up home, which is about 4 hours away. So
And go find somewhere nice for lunch.
yeah, and have something nice for lunch. Not that we haven't been eating bad, but something that we haven't had to cook out of a fry pan in the boat. So that'll be very nice. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll probably be doing this a bit more down the track. So thanks, guys.
See you next time.